I say again, dragons are cool. Even little short, stumpy ones.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Kamen Rider X8 Level Up Rider Series Hunter Gamer. So here we are, and there it is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have the Hunter Gamer, or the Hunter Gamma, as they always write it on the box. Grr. On this side of the box, you have all of the riders using the Hunter Gamer armor. On the other side of the box, you have X8 in the level 5 form. Up top, you have the Hunter Gamer and all of your riders. On the bottom, you have the logo there for the Hunter Gamer. Grr. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots. It does this at the other end. You have Son Pac-Man! And that's basically it for the packaging. So moving right along, here we have the Hunter Gamer from Dragonite Hunter Z. As you can see, he's a dragon. He's a little dragon dude. Not much to him, but he's a little dragon dude. So let's get in close here so we can take a look at his noggin. You got a nice, it's a gold-ish paint for the horns there and for the teeth. You get to that metallic pink going on in there. The tongue is painted in red. And you get some details there picked out in pink. You get some nice silver paint there on the belly, on the arms. Get some nice metallic blue here on this shoulder and going down this arm for the sword weapon. And you get some yellow on this shoulder and going down the gun weapon. And you also get some of that yellow going down the leg, as well as that metallic blue going down the other leg. And you got some more silver paint here. On the front of his legs, the claws are painted. Nothing else is painted. The tail is just all done in black. All this is done in black. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Articulation-wise, he can move his head up and down. He can open and close his mouth and chompa, 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 chompa. Grr. 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 He can do that. The arms can rotate, but if you go too far, you start to untab stuff, so you don't want to go too far. You can pretty much get it up that far before you start untabbing stuff. He does have an elbow joint, and the legs can move forward and back a bit, and the feet are on a ball joint, so you actually get some good upward and downward movement, as well as a little bit of tilt. So there you go. Grr. Anyway. So there you have that. And for comparison, let's bring in the other gamers. Let's bring in the Robot Gamer, the Beat Gamer, the Chumbara Gamer. Hey, you stay up, man. You stay. Hey, you two. What's the matter with you guys? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? Anyway. And here we have the Combat Gamer. And here we have the Angry Pink Bike. So there you go. So there you have all the gamer dudes right there. So there you go. And yeah, there's really nothing left to do but to combine him. So we'll combine him with X8 first. So we will bring in X8. You do get a gamer driver. And I'm so happy it's not done in the transparent plastic. It's actually done non-clearantly, and I appreciate that so much. And as you can see, it does have the Dragonite Hunter Z gashette molded in. See the little dragon head there? That's pretty cool. I'm so happy it's not transparent. I'm so happy. But there you go. So we will remove X8's driver and put that off to the side and plug on the new driver, the appropriate driver, with the appropriate gashettes. That just snaps right on. And there you go. So we have him pretty much ready to go. And now we're going to take the Hunter Gamer here and pretty much rip him apart. So we're going to rip his legs off. Rip his legs off. And you want to rip off this whole front section right here. You don't have to take off the arms. The instructions tell you to take off the arms, but you don't have to, actually. So just remove all that. And now you're left with this backpack section right here. So as usual, what's going to happen is these tabs are going to go into the slots in his shoulders, and these posts right here are going to go into the ports on the sides of his waist. So you just kind of bring it in at an angle like that, and then just swing it down, and everything should just go where it's supposed to go. Just give that a little push down so those tabs go in. And there you go, and you got the backpack on. And then once you do that, you just take this section right here, and you just tab this back in where it was, like that. And at this point now, there's a post right here and a post right here, and that's going to go into the ports in his shoulder and in his forearm. So you just swing that around, and you just get everything pushed on. And don't do the splits on me, XA. Come on now. Come on now. Don't get too ecky sight on me. Come on. Come on now. All right. Then you just open up the mouth. Grrr. And there you have that. And then for the leg pieces, you're going to take the foot, swing that up on the hinge, turn this around. You want to take this piece right here and just bring that back like that. And then you're going to open this up, and you have a post right in here that's going to plug into the port on the side of his shin. So you just plug that in, push that on, you just close that up. You just kind of sit everything flush against his leg, as flush as it'll go anyway. And there you have the one side. And then we open up the other leg here, and then swing this back, swing that back, and plug this onto the other leg. And, oops, sometimes that'll come apart on you. It's just a friction hinge, so it's okay. It's okay, nothing broke, it's just a friction hinge. It just clips back together. It's okay. Crisis averted. Crisis averted. There you go. And there you have that. Everything is nice and secure, and there you go. There you have Xaid in his full level 5 Hunter Gamer armor. And that actually does look pretty cool. I like it. It's kind of goofy, but it looks pretty cool. I don't know. I really do quite dig it. Let's raise up a little bit here. I don't know. I personally like it. I dig it. There you go. He's got his little wings back here. He's got a tail now. He's got a little tail. And there you go. And it bulks him out some. That's nice. I dig it. Now, this does restrict the articulation. Like, his arm movement now is pretty much next to non-existent. You can't really move them out. You can't really move them forward. The only thing you have at this point now is just the elbow joint, which gives you just a little under 90 degrees of bend there. It pretty much totally restricts his arm movement, unfortunately, but he can still rotate his waist. Obviously, the legs are still free to do what they want. The knees are also kind of restricted, not really, but you can get that much bend out of the knee now. So again, it is restricting the movement, unfortunately. Of course, the feet are still fine. You still have full range of movement there. Not that there's a lot of range of movement to begin with, but at least it's not hindered any more than it already is. So it does hinder the articulation, unfortunately, so you can't really put them in any kind of cool poses except for that, really. Pretty much the only pose you can put them in. But there you go. Grr. Anyway. Now, of course, the other riders can use components of the Hunter Gamer armor. So let's show off how that works. We'll bring in, we'll do Brave first. So we'll bring in Brave. And what Brave is going to use is he's going to use the arm and the leg piece here. So we're just going to unpeg this and remove that. You see, it just pegs it right in there. So we're going to remove the arm piece, and we're going to remove the shin piece. Release. Release! There you go. It came apart on me. And we'll just put him off to the side for now. And this, again, it's just a friction hinge. It likes to pop apart. Not the end of the world. There you go. So basically, you're just going to take Brave and you're going to plug this onto his right arm. Let's just make sure everything's lined up, which I apparently don't. There we go. Just plug that on. Plug that on. And then take the leg piece, and hopefully it'll stay together while I do this. Hey, stay together. Hooray! And there you go. And that's it. So there you have Snipe with the Hunter Gamer armor on. So he has a nice sword. I love how the detailing on the sword matches the design on his suit. I think that's really cool. That's awesome. I love it. And the metallic blue matches perfectly. And yeah, that's really nice. I really dig that. So there is Brave with the Hunter Gamer armor. And now we will bring in Snipe. And Snipe is going to use the other arm and leg piece. So we will just remove that. And remove that. And just put X8 off to the side. And this will plug on to Snipe's left arm. And again, just make sure you have everything lined up properly so you can peg it all on. Come on. Where are you? Where are you? I see you. I see you. There you go. There you go. So there you have that. Although his scarp does kind of get in the way a little bit. And there you go. So you have that. And then that wheel. Oops, I had it upside down. Oopsies. Oopsies. There we go. Just plug that onto his leg. Like that. Close it up. And there you have Snipe with the Hunter Gamer armor. And again, the design on the gun and on the armor here does match the design on his suit, which again I find really, really cool. I really dig that. So there you have Brave and Snipe. And hey, you stand. Next aid with the armor. So you got the fang, sword, gun. So there you go. Very, very cool. I dig it. I dig it very much. Now, Laser can also use the Hunter Gamer armor as well. So we will bring him in and we'll just transform him. So you want to remove the front wheel, put that off to the side. Remove the back wheel, put that off to the side. We're not going to need that anymore. Flip up the kickstand. You want to take the head and just extend it, rotate, bring it down, and that tab will just go into that little slot right there. And then raise up the side panels like that. And then split this section right here. And he's good to go. So basically he's going to use the arms and legs, which means that Brave and Snipe no longer get to keep this. So, sorry. Sorry, buddies. I'm going to have to take this off of you. Sorry. 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 I know you're disappointed, but hey, you know, he's got to use it too. Now, of course, on the show, they could all use it at the same time, but as far as the toy goes, unfortunately, you can't do that, which does kind of suck. If you want all four of them if you want to display all four of them with the armor, you would have to buy 2 Hunter Gamers. It's the only way to do it, unfortunately, but anyway, let me put X8 off to the side for now. So now, what we're going to do is we're just going to take these pieces right here and rotate that around, which will expose a ball joint, and that will plug in to the sockets. And then you rotate the ball joint out on the other arm, plug that into the other socket, like that. And then you just take the feet and you bring them back down, swing them back around, and bring this back down. And that will just plug in right in here, like that. And just take the other leg, close it up, bring it down, swing, bring that down, and that will plug in the other side. And there you go. There you have Laser, with the Hunter Gamer armor. And he is a little bit hard to stand with this because the ball joints on these feet are kind of loose. So it is a bit of a balancing act, but it is doable. But there you go. So there you have Laser with the level 5 armor on. And yeah, you can see he definitely suffers the most because you can see he just has these really skinny, completely hollow arms now. And that just totally does not work. The legs are fine, you know, besides the loose ball joints on the feet. You know, but the legs look fine, but the arms just... yeah, they suffer the most, unfortunately, because there's nothing to fill this out now. So he just has these really just skinny, spindly arms, but hey, it is what it is. But you have that ball joint there, so you do have a bit of range of movement. You can rotate. You don't get any outward movements. And of course, you have that elbow joint right there. And you have your forward and backward movement, outward movement. The knee joint is there. It's weird how it works, but he does have a knee joint. And you do have the foot on the ball joint as well as this hinge right here. So, you do have some posability. But yeah, kind of weird. You can rotate this as well. Sometimes you can kind of unseat that. Well, there you go. But yeah, there is Laser with the level 5 Hunter Gamer armor. And there you go. And of course, you can't put this on Genmu if you want to. I'm just showing it off on the guys that have used it so far. So, there you go. There you have the Hunter Gamer. It does kind of suck that you can't display all 4 of the riders in their level 5 forms without having to buy another Hunter Gamer because you just need the extra set of limbs for Laser. But, oh well, it is what it is. But for the most part, it's pretty cool. The only mode that, like I said, suffers is just Laser, just because of the arms. But, oh no, it's neat, it's fun. I do quite dig it. So, there you go. Now, I picked this up from CS Toys, but of course, there are many other sites you can go to for stuff like this if you are interested, such as Hobby Link Japan, Ami Ami, Hobby Search, Mandarake. Of course, there's always eBay and Amazon, but do be wary of their pricing. You can also check out BigBadToyStore.com for some Kamen Rider items. They mostly just sell figure arts at this point, but if you are interested, there'll be a link to their site in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out my XA playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Kamen Rider XA Level Up Rider Series Hunter Gamer, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face! That's it! You have embarrassed me for the last time! You are so going to die now! I have a dragon. Man, why can't I have a dragon?